and I don't try to outdo myself. You're catching attention but for the wrong reasons. For me, makeup is supposed to enhance beauty. It's not supposed to replace, it's not supposed to take away. What's up guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the simple things we do that makes us look unclassy, cheap and tacky. Okay, without further ado, the first tip today is the makeup. By the way, I'm going to leave a disclaimer. This is entirely my opinion and you must not necessarily buy into it. That is totally fine. I don't have any problem with that, do you? But however it is, I'm still going to say what I want to say. I'm going to start with makeup. If you really do not know how to apply makeup, I feel like you should take a back seat, either sit and learn or allow a professional do it, or do not do it at all. This is very personal because even me, I'm not a professional makeup artist. If you notice in most of my videos, I'll be like, I'm going minimal because I know what I cannot do and I don't try to outdo myself or I end up looking like a monkey. So it's very important that you understand the kind of makeup you put on, because there are some makeups you put on that makes you look so cheap. You're catching attention but for the wrong reasons. I've gone to events and weddings and I find people do makeup maybe for, and there are different types of makeup for different events and different things you're doing. You might want to take a photo shoot and you do a particular type of makeup and you take a shoot and it appears looking good, but that same makeup, if you take it outside, you don't look good. I've seen people, so I've been in the midst of where people are presenting and you find before the camera the makeup is good and when the video comes out it's good, but me looking at a person face to face, it doesn't look, everything is so extra, it's so exaggerated, it's so artificial, and that's fine. I know makeup, I feel like for me makeup is supposed to enhance beauty. It's not supposed to replace, it's not supposed to take away, it's not supposed to be so distracting. And that's the reason some ladies, when they are without their makeup, they look entirely different. That some of the guys in the house would be like, she deceived me. So I feel like you should slow down on the makeup if you don't know how to apply makeup. There are some kind of makeups where some people do and you literally see pancake, it's baked, it's so big, it's so, the upper side, your face is so different from your body, like totally you're very fair and your downer body is so dark, and that is so distracting. People are going to laugh at you and you're not going to get the value you were intending to get. So keep away from makeup if you really do not know how to use it. I'm going back to me again. When I started using makeup gradually, I'll do try and error. I know before you get to that point where you become an expert, there is going to be that try and error, but then how do you make those mistakes? I did mine behind closed doors. So I'll try use makeup product. When I started using foundation, I'll take foundation, apply it and take pictures behind closed doors in my house, and if the picture is not looking a certain way, I'm going to know, okay, this does not work with me. And so I just did that consistently. When I'm going out, I just use small foundation and small setting powder such that my imperfection or my inexperience is not too visible, and I'll have people appreciate me, and that was worth the while for me. And gradually I was making those mistakes behind closed doors and I was learning, and gradually till this extent I am now. I'm not still a professional yet, but I've grown over time in terms of my makeup and how I apply my makeup. So yeah, you can try that too. Dwelled a lot in that. Let's move to the next. The next is the, what do they call it? What's that? The artificial nails, getting your nails done. You know, if you're not Cardi B, if you are honestly not Cardi B, why is your nails reaching here? Be honest with yourself. This video is really not for rock stars, so if you're trying to be a rock star, I'm sorry, I'm not making this video for you. Okay, this video is for those classy women that are perhaps doing these little mistakes and don't know, and you know, this is just like calling their attention to it. If it's something you have been doing and you've not noticed, we can take a back seat and, you know, just rebrand yourself and just reclassify yourself as a woman. So why is your nails reaching there, sis? Why? And why is it so long? How do you wipe down there? How? I don't know. I really find it so difficult for me. Maybe it's just me anyways. But how do you even eat? Like, I see people struggle. I see people struggle when they're eating. You're not enjoying your meal. You're now picking the vegetables. Your nail is just like fuck, and you're holding the vegetables, and you're putting like, you're not enjoying your meal. Be honest with yourself. You're struggling. How do you even type on the laptop? You're literally, so the times when I've used my artificial nails, I type using here, and for the fact that I don't even use a very long one, still, you know, it's not, I'm not that fast, I'm not really efficient, so I even avoid it. So most of the times you really see me not using artificial nails because I'm not as fast, especially when you're a corporate person. You don't want to be that way. You don't want to have your makeup everywhere and your nails reaching there. People will not going to take you seriously. Okay, so this also depends on the kind of industry you find yourself. If you are in a full corporate setting like I am, and not totally in entertainment, you want to look a certain way, and your nails is part of it. You want to be neat. It's not neat, and you have different colors, and maybe your nails is this long and you have different colors. Sis, be honest with yourself, not with me. It is not beautiful. It is distracting in a negative way. It is cheap and unclassy. But the good thing about it is this video is a call for correction. You can choose to correct that or go on with your life, and that's fine. The next that makes you look unclassy and tacky is the eyelash. I don't care. There is this current trend going on. Why are your eyelashes tilted up and getting to your forehead, or as long getting to this point of this camera? Why? And sometimes this eyelashes is so artificial that it's so plasticky. You know, when you say rubber, it's literally rubber, it's not hair. I understand that even the hair is artificial, but it's hair. You know, it's just like the hair I have on. It's hair, but it's not natural. It's not my hair growing out. So even if you even want to do the artificial stuff, why don't you even deceive us a little bit and make it interesting? So you now use this very cherry, what's the name of this eyelash, and it's so plasticky, and it's just straight like this, and it's reaching here, and you're carrying it, and even the way it's placed on your eyes, they use this glue. You can see the glue all over your face, and it's not, you know, there's this way they do eyelash. It's not like, how am I going to call it? It's not reaching here. It's not like sitting properly. So this side is disconnected, and this side, so it's just this side that is hanging on top of your forelids like this, and it's long. Hey God, sis, don't do it. Stop from today. I'm begging you, don't do it again. All right, just if you really cannot do eyelash, believe me, you will be so much free and beautiful just using the eyeliner. Honestly, if you don't know how to even put the eyelash, stay away from it. Makes you look cheap and tacky and unclassy. Next on the list is the loud ladies. Like, why do you have to go into a room and people want to run away because they can't talk and hear themselves, because your voice, you're over there in the room and people are hearing you outside. The whole world is listening to what you're saying. Sis, is it really necessary? Honestly, tell yourself the truth. It's not classy. Sometimes you might do this unconsciously, all right? So just tone it down. Talk and let people talk. You must not necessarily be loud for people to hear you. Sometimes you even lose that value in the conversation you want to have when you're being too loud. Just pass your point across, all right? And especially when you're doing it all the time, and people know you, oh, that loud person, that has even become your identity. It makes you look cheap, it makes you look tacky and totally unclassy. You must not necessarily be loud to be heard. The next on the list is the hair. So I'm saying this with a pinch of salt because I've been there, you know, not really like I've been there, like I've done that in my head. I try to do that. So you see this hair length, it's quite long, but it's not really that long. So when you're having your hair length and it is like reaching here, why wear hair that touches the ground? Why? I feel like that is too much and should be reduced. So when you're doing too much with the hair, with the hair color, there's no smooth transition between one color and the other. No matter how beautiful that hair is, no matter how Peruvian that hair is, it makes you look tacky. Just imagine you have the hair and here it's white, right? And there's just this sharp transition to red, and you're going into a corporate setting. Like, people are going to definitely look at you, but for the wrong reasons, and we are not here to get attention for the wrong reasons. The next you should be looking at too is the gum. Chewing gum is good, having little lollipop here, good for just to refresh your breath, okay? But then when you are chewing recklessly and you're busting bubbles here and there, it's annoying. Me, it's not even distracting for me, it's annoying. So you know, when you're literally tempted to give someone a spank and you're holding yourself back, that is the feeling I get. So tone it down. It makes you, you know, when most of these Nollywood movies, when they portray call girls where they're on the road standing and chewing recklessly waiting for their clients, that is the kind of persona you portray. That is the kind of vibe you're giving out. Like, it's so shabby, especially this is so shabby, and it's so unclassy, so very unclassy. It's like you don't have a good home training. Why will you be chewing? It's even like, even when you're eating too, when you're eating, and that goes hand in hand. When you're eating and like your mouth is making the whole noise and you're hitting the plate and everything, girl, stop it. If you have been doing it, and if you haven't noticed, just try to pay attention to see if it's something, because sometimes some people, it starts when you start chewing behind closed doors and feel like no one is watching, and you're going on and on. By the time you're going out, you're still repeating the same thing, not knowing this time around you're with people. The next is your underarms. So even if you respect all of these things I'm talking, you're smelling good, you're not chewing gum, your hair is appropriate and everything, and you're wearing off-shoulder dress in a setting, and by the time you raise your hands up, it's nothing to write home about. It's not looking good. Girl, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Or you don't even have your roll-on on. Why would you even do that? Okay, so be conscious. So I'm not going to say always shave everywhere, your legs and everything. It's really tasking. If I must be entirely honest, I'm not the fan of saying keep shaving everywhere. If you have the time to do that, and if you're a very hairy person, especially with your arms, so some ladies are very hairy and all of that, so you can do that. But if you're not I'm not very hairy everywhere, all right? But you see this underarms, I think it's a necessity for you to shave it, for you to take care of it, for you to make it look good. It's just like your face, so you don't want to go close to people and there is something smelling there, which is not good, and you're a fine babe. So guys, I hope this tip has been very helpful. I'm still going to give more tips in another video. Until next time, please stay beautiful, stay classy, be wonderful. Do have a wonderful time, guys. It's your girl Glory, okay, giving you the vibes, the tips, and everything you think you need to stay wonderful. Bye.